Tales.
I got it.
Tam Telling Tales.
I got it.
Tam Telling Tales.
I got it. Tongue twister. Say it real fast one time.
Tam Tales.
Hey everybody, it is Tam Telling Tales, and we are here with another great episode of Cinema Chat. This was going to have a little bit of a twist for you all, okay? So I have the Lazar Favors here with me on today. Now this man, along with his wife, they do some really great things in the film industry, but they also do some amazing things in the Black spirits industry as well. So we get to hear about both of them tonight, all right? So stay tuned. What happens when vision, culture, and community collide? You get a dynamic duo that has reshaped the creative and cultural landscape of Detroit and beyond. Today on Tam Telling Tales, I'm sitting down with Lazar Favors, part of the two-person powerhouse couple whose impact speaks louder than any resume. Together, they are the masterminds behind the Detroit Black Film Festival, now heading into its 7th year in 2026, a platform that has consistently uplifted Black filmmakers, bold storytelling, and unapologetically been creative. But they didn't stop there. They also brought us the Trinity Film Festival, creating even more space for faith, film, and purpose to intersect. And the phenomenal Taste of Black Spirits, a one-of-a-kind experience spotlighting Black-owned spirit brands and celebrating excellence in every pour. This conversation is about legacy, intentionality, and building ecosystems, not just events. We're talking vision, collaboration, culture, and what it truly means to invest in Black stories and Black businesses. So get comfortable, because this isn't just an interview. It's a celebration of impact.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Listen, welcome to the show, Lazar.
What up, though? I like
What's
that.
going
That's a hell of an
on?
intro. All true, though. I'm tripping.
All true.
Thanks for rocking the Detroit every day, too. So just so you clear, like that's one of our companies, too. It's
Absolutely.
Every Day I'm Okay, everydaydaimok.com. So
See, I got this at the Detroit Black Film Festival, so I had to represent today. We both repping.
That's right.
Yeah, I love it. Now we're here together. We missing one key component.
Well, that's because we getting ready to shoot another movie, and she casting, and she getting ready for that. So we stay.
She working hard.
Yeah, we stay working.
Always working. So this episode is going to be inclusive. She's here, but just here in spirit. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do that. So we're going to open up the show, Lazar, just ice breaking and everything. I know we don't really need it because, we kiki, offline and do the things and all of that. But, for the sake of the show, we're just going to keep it consistent, right?
Right.
So for everybody who is out there watching us, make sure that you have shared, liked, and subscribed to Tam Telling Tales so that you get to watch all of these episodes and you know when they drop, okay? So, Lazar, I got some questions for you.
Let's go.
These are like quick response questions, okay? They real fun.
Okay.
There's no wrong answer.
Okay. I missed this one. Go ahead, though.
But see, here's the thing, now. Sometimes people are like, oh, that's kind of hard. I don't want to answer that. And if you decide that the question's too difficult.
Let me take a drink on that.
Well, see, now, let me tell you. I used to make my guests take a shot if they would answer the question.
Oh, no.
See, that wouldn't work for you.
Nah, it wouldn't work for me.
But what they have to do now is they got to sing my original song that I wrote. If they decide that they don't want to answer my questions.
Okay.
Do you want to hear this original song?
I don't want to sing it, so I'm just going to answer the questions.
Oh, okay. Do you need me to sing you the original song?
And if I miss a question.
Okay. All right. Y'all know I'd be so excited to sing my song, and he won't let me sing my song. Oh, I fell away. Okay. All right. So our first question: your favorite Black film of all time?
My favorite Black film of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna sound interesting. Sugar Hill with Wesley Snipes. I just like how that story moved. I felt like he was he was at that intersection of changing his life. He found a woman who absolutely became his. So it kind of reminded me of my story to a degree.
Okay.
So yeah, I can resonate with his story.
All
You know,
right.
taking care of his father. You know,
Sugar Hill was good.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gonna make the people go back down memory lane and
Yeah,
watch
I mean,
that.
and he was so laid back, you know, Romello, you know, so
Yeah.
he was all of that.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Sugar Hill was good. Okay. Next question. Festival moment that still gives you chills.
This year,
This year.
2025, when it's just the caliber of movies, the caliber of brands who represented this year, and then that cross invitation that we had for everybody. This year was the template for the rest of the years. This was it.
I love to hear it. I had the pleasure of being, present for a small moment of
But you
it,
did
and I
your
was
thing, though.
I was so impressed by
Yeah,
y'all.
but you did your thing.
Thank you.
I mean, with y'all, I mean, and that's the overall effect. It's not just, it wasn't just moving. Let me be clear. It wasn't just the movies. It wasn't just the people who came. We had 150 people come from out of town. We had people come from South Africa, the UK, etc. But it was the way Detroit showed up.
Yeah.
That was the thing. The way the people who volunteered, the media, y'all squad, just how y'all showed up and made it felt like. I mean, it just felt like family.
Yeah.
So it felt like we all represented for our guests.
Yeah.
And we
man.
really showed out.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely
Yeah.
talk more about that because I'm gonna tell you just how I was like responding and reacting afterwards. But okay, I'm gonna get through these questions. Whiskey, vodka, or tequila?
A whiskey.
Okay.
Hands down.
Neat on the rocks or in a cocktail?
That's funny. You asking that right now, right?
I'm looking.
Usually neat, but for something like this, like 118 proof, I added some Tanner Falls ginger beer.
Okay, so
One of the other, neat or
Now
with ginger beer.
now see if you don't give me one straight
Neat,
answer, you got to
neat,
you got to sing the song.
neat.
Oh, okay. You really trying not to sing this song, but okay, fine. One spirit brand that deserves way more shine.
Island John Vodka. Hands down.
Listen, y'all listening?
Hands down. Island John Vodka. I'm telling you, it's island time.
Y'all gonna have homework after
It's
this
island
episode.
time. Don't forget that phrase. Understand it. It's island time. You'll
Island
see.
time. Okay.
2026, you will know.
All right. So, if you had to describe Taste of Black Spirits vibe, would you say turn up or grown and sexy?
Definitely grown and sexy.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
It's definitely educational. It's definitely inspiring. It's definitely grown and sexy.
Mm-hmm.
No question. If you notice, we don't really have DJs. The backdrop, the soundtrack of our event is the conversations. You may hear something very low, like some Afro beats, very low. That's just the undertone.
Mm-hmm.
But the absolute soundtrack is the networking and the folks interacting and engaging.
So funny that you would say that because my next question is best networking happens at which one? The film festivals or the tasting events?
I'll say the Taste of Black Spirits, and I'll say why.
Okay.
In Detroit specific, it's because all of the filmmakers attend the Taste of Black Spirits, so they get to meet those brand owners. They need to talk. They need to engage. They get to some of them build relationships, and we've seen some brands and we have some connection with filmmakers and cross promote. So yeah, I would say Taste of Black Spirits.
I was thinking that too. Because at the film, we sit
You
there
focusing
and
on the
focus,
film, right? You get your chit chat in, but not like
that.
like the spirits.
Yeah, okay. Short films or feature films? What's your favorite to watch?
My favorite to watch. That's a great question. I guess I want to say it depends on so I know I have to answer this straight. So I can't say it depends on what's what, right? So I go with short films.
Okay.
Because short films are up to 45 minutes.
And all of these questions just have follow up for me, and it's gonna be so easy to talk about them because short films, feature films, and I am gravitating myself. But I know this is not about me, but we still gonna talk about it later.
Let's talk about it.
Hosting the event or attending as a guest?
God, I wish I could attend as a guest. I wish it was like that for us.
What's your preference? What you really want to do?
I think, let me say this. We have a great group of people. And when I say they try to give us as much rest or much moving around as possible, they cover us. And I mean, they really cover us. And, sometimes we'll get a moment to sit in and engage with some consumers and some brands, but those are very rare moments. But I think for me, and I think I speak for both of us. We tend to hold that spot, making sure everybody is having a great time, making sure everything is ready to roll. All films are set, so it's so much communication that we can't leave to anybody else. So it's so I'm just gonna stay at hosting.
Yeah, because even if y'all tried to be there, y'all would just be looking around like, I can go do that.
Right.
Oh, I got it.
Now I try to give Marshelle, because she's been doing the film side 20 years, 25. But she's like a goat here, no question, hands down.
Absolutely.
If she said, you can 100% bank on it. She knows so many people in the industry. I'm talking about celebrity-wise and everything, but they're just her friends. So she don't even see a celebrity. She can be texting back and forth or talking back and forth to somebody like Shirley Ralph, and just like on general. Like it's just, that's my friend. And she'll protect her friendships, of course. But she, I try to give her less to do. I try to absorb some of the things that she's been doing for the last 20 years. And I try to, take it on. And because I got a team of people on the spirit side that I can hand off certain things, and I can be more involved in giving, I just want her to be beautiful. Just go out there and smile and wave. You know what I mean? That's where you at.
Cover your wife, sir.
I need you out there. Just go look good. Just go smile and wave. That's it.
Oh, take notes, gentlemen. Take notes. Okay, next question. We're going to listen. These were supposed to be the quick response ones, but you be dropping gems just off rip. You just can't help yourself, okay? One word to describe the Detroit Black Film Festival.
Excellent.
Boom, there it is. One word to describe the Trinity Film Festival.
Fantastic.
Impact over profit, yes or no?
Absolutely.
Collaboration over competition, always or sometimes?
Collective behavior.
Let's see. Black stories deserve. Finish the sentence.
Abundance of awareness.
Detroit creatives need more
visibility.
If people leave our events feeling blank, we did our job.
Inspired.
And last but certainly not least, Tam Telling Tales or Tam Telling Tales. And you know a lot of people. So you may feel like you don't want to answer this, and then you got to sing the song. It's a win-win for me either way. Okay?
Repeat the question.
Yeah. Me or me?
You.
All right then. See, I knew you was going to end up singing my song. Okay.
Well, me and you got we're a fan of one of the great producers in this game. You and my, Q Lewis. So. Yeah, that's right. I knew we would agree with that regardless.
Listen, he the homie, man.
Yeah.
And he does phenomenal work. So
he show up. He show up for you.
He show up.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Q.
Yeah, Q Lewis. What I always make him say his intro because nobody ever say it like him.
Oh,
Q
man,
Lewis from the 48205 Red Zone, baby.
Yeah. East side.
And I got to come in with my gang. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. And shout out to all of the amazing, amazing podcasters all throughout the city of Detroit, because you've had an opportunity to sit down with
Yeah.
many.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you coming to sit down with me.
Oh, I appreciate
We
the
made it
invite.
happen.
For sure. I was waiting on this one.
Listen, so we get to talk now.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're going to talk about these films. We're going to talk about the spirits. You know, I was planning to tag team y'all, but, you know, like you said, you're going to cover your wife.
Oh,
so,
for sure.
boom, we're going to talk about films first.
Okay.
Okay? And I have to get right to the Detroit Black Film
Get to it.
Festival again, because it's been so heavy on my mind and my heart from when I was there. Right. So I was telling you I was going to tell you about my experience, what happened and all of the things. So, you know, I volunteered. I said, yes, I'm going to do media. You know, I knew what day I would be available. I'm there. We go, we sit down, we see the first evening of films.
Thursday night?
Thursday night.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, I just had no clue that I was going to leave that evening feeling like I felt. All of them short films.
Yeah.
Yet that night I cried, I laughed, I fussed, like I did all of the things, right? And the quality that was there, like the depth of the films. And it spoke to me, because sometimes we always hear these negative things about independent films. You know, there's certain stereotypes and conversations that they have. But sitting in that space, I was like, this is pure excellence right here.
Yeah.
This is what I wish we talked about more when
Yeah.
it came to independent film.
Yeah.
And so I didn't say this before. I'm going to say it again. Thank you so much for the work that you and Marshelle are doing.
Thank you.
With the festival, because it is top tier, excellent work.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For something that is all intentional, right? We went through like 300 films to chop down to 130. Then we chopped it down to 72. That opening night was we wanted you to experience all those emotions intentionally. So when you think about how it opened with some sound, but with some definitely mental health, right?
Yeah.
So we run you through that, and then we run you through something extremely familiar, because we all have grandparents, right? And then we get you with something that's true to life with a do, and then with what's the other one? I can't even think.
Red Clay, I think it was.
Red Clay was the last one, but it was the one when they lost their son.
Yes.
Right. So
Yes.
all those emotions were was something we all could relate to, like at some point in our life, right?
Yep.
And that whole selection, we watched that when we chose the films to align them. We probably watched that selection probably 10 times, just to see what it would feel, and it felt the same way every time. Every time it got to a certain moment, it evoked the same feeling. It evoked the chills, right?
Yeah.
In certain moments, right? And you found a little bit of even with for Red Clay, it's very familiar to a lot of men.
Yeah.
Very familiar.
Yeah.
Extremely familiar, and men and women. But for friends, I know those friends. I had 13 brothers and sisters. Okay,
Wow.
6 brothers, and each one of us had a friend, like one of those guys, right? And you could step in and step out, but either way, if you have not seen Red Clay, right?
Man, I mean, shout out to 2 Chainz.
Yeah, shout out
being
to
so
yeah.
vulnerable to
Yeah, because that's his story. That's
right,
his life.
that portion of his life be told.
Yeah.
So for all of you all who are not attending film festivals, you really should. Because in addition to being able to see these films, you get an opportunity to hear the background stories behind them. And it makes you appreciate them so much more.
Shout out to our, we intentionally put what we like to call Sincerely Detroit segment, where we had the films that were high quality films from filmmakers and actors in Detroit. And it's a film for me that really stood out was The Cut by Jeremy Brockman. And it was one of those stories where he comes home, He's been gone a long time as his father and his brother who's upset that he's gone. His younger brother. These are some great stories. I think that, and like I said, this year I think we were extremely intentional about how we delivered. Like we put those in order a certain way on purpose, right? We want you to go up, we want you to go down, we want you to smile, we want you to laugh, we want you to talk about it, we want you to be concerned, we want you to connect with the character. And I think this year we had a lot of films that allowed you to connect, that allowed you to be vulnerable, that allowed you to be, to think. So, and I think that's always been our goal, is to give you something quality first.
Absolutely.
Right? And to give you something to think about, talk about, and share for years to come. Because at some point, like we're having a conversation right now. The festival's in September. This is December, right?
I'm excited already.
Right. and we get an opportunity to see people that were awarded when they, like, even when the last person who got his award was 2 Chainz. He had no idea. He's opened it on Instagram and he's like, "Oh shit, we got best what?" He was just gone. Like he couldn't believe it, right? So when we look back on the creative side, the quality side, the actors, the directors, like we have some excellent people in the space where it is what we like to call independent. In this independent space, there's some great filmmakers out here, and I think giving them a platform. This is like, I'm speaking for Marshelle 100%. Like, this has always been her thing. It's always been her child, because Trinity is 20 years old next year. Trinity International Film Festival is 20 years old next year, right? And she's been like, she's an alumni of ABFF, so she's been like really dedicated her whole thinking, her whole way to film. So it's just, I'm happy and excited to see when we sit back and we watch people watching these great, especially, it's like that first night was so intentional. We just was looking at people like, let me see what they gonna say, right?
I was like, I'm like, where's the usher? I need some tissue, okay? And it's the animated one who brought me to tears. Yeah. The animated film with no words. And
see, now that is how
I see it.
That is right. Speak on that. Like that is something
I could not. I didn't know that I was going to go into that evening feeling that way. And then after we watched it, that's when it dawned on me that there were no words. I was like, wait a minute. Ain't nobody said nothing.
But so and we talk animation and the looks, the way the body language, the interaction said everything.
Yep.
Quietly, and you're responding to it. And you don't, like you said, you didn't even realize nobody even said anything, but you're responding to it, and that's when you know that that's a great film. And I say that because Marshelle actually watched films with no volume. And she can pinpoint what the film is about, where it's gonna go next. I mean, I've never seen that. There's some magical stuff. I can't do it. Not me. Man, I got to listen.
You know what? I'm gonna try that.
Try that, and you'll because body language and facial expressions, they work. It's like your daughter, your son.
Yes. You have a whole conversation.
Have a whole conversation.
Be about homegirls. We in the room.
That's right.
We have
That's
talked.
Right.
Okay. We said all of the things and have not said not one word out loud. Yeah. That is definitely what that film did. Yeah. So it was that, that just. And I don't know if that's a black thing, where we can just have these conversations and just know what the other person is saying. That might just be a human thing. I don't know, but we know
it's a black thing for sure.
We do our things, real special. Like I don't really be paying a whole lot of attention to what the others be doing sometimes. So I don't know if that's theirs.
Well, that's like when you go to an airport or you go out of town and you in a space where we don't occupy it, and you see us. It's one of those. Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. What's up? Like without even saying anything.
Yes, and then somebody else, they clowning and acting a fool. We didn't sat there, looked at each other, and said everything.
That's right.
Said everything.
That's right.
So maybe that is a us thing.
It might be. I
love that about us.
Yeah.
Okay. So that film, that was Wednesdays.
A Thursday night.
At Gramps.
Wednesday with Gramps. Wednesday with Gramps. Yeah.
Man, y'all.
Love it. Love it.
Oh my
We
goodness.
actually showed that. That was the only film, and probably the whole time. That's the only time we showed a film, the beginning and the end. We closed the festival with that film too. So before we did the awards, we played that film again, and it got the same response.
Man,
that film was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Hands down.
Just
hands down.
I'm like, girl, I'm in awe of you. DreamWorks has a gym over there.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Shout out to the producers and them over there. They did a great job. They were here. It was just fantastic, hands down. You know, the writer, just fantastic. That's sister over there.
That first night ushered in what I know was a amazing weekend.
Oh yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about, what people can expect coming up in the 2026 film festival.
Well,
we've got them hyped now.
So this is our Sincerely Detroit. I'm tagging it for the whole summer. We started in January with Greg Allen Williams. He's hosting a actors. I can't even call it's a workshop. It's 8 hours. Mm-hmm. When I say he's bringing that work, it's like he is. If you don't know who Greg Allen Williams is, you Google the name, actor Greg Allen Williams. His work spans over 40 years.
Yeah.
I mean, and a little tidbit that he shared with us, he was a gentleman who, if you ever seen any of those videos from the LA riot, he was the gentleman who saved the little Korean guy out of the car. He was that guy. Like, that's just a gem I'm throwing out there. But he's a phenomenal actor. So he's hosting in January for us. But we're doing so many different things next year. Like, the schedule's really already set, starting with him. We're premiering the Michael Jackson film in April 24th with Mason and those
Okay.
Okay.
You said Michael Jackson, and I'm like, okay, now we doing what now? Tell us the thing.
Yeah, so the Michael Jackson film was supposed to come out in October.
Okay.
We had it pinned to screen opening night at our festival 2025.
Okay.
The day we got the green light, 3 hours later, they canceled because there were some discrepancies in the film, and they had to shoot 45 minutes of the film over.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it delayed the film. It's official now. It comes out April 24th. So we are partnering with several different entities, including Mason in the Morning, to bring it to a theater. And it's at 10 o'clock, so we have all the theaters at the theater.
I just need my
adults
date.
only.
I just need
red
my
carpet.
Date. It's
some
taste of black spirits. It's gonna be
for
there.
sure.
Oh yeah.
424. So it's definitely a black tie. It's definitely red carpet. Definitely black spirits in the space. Definitely Detroit Black Film Festival, Mason 105.9. It's a lot of that going on in that space, and that's April. But prior to that, it's just so many things we get going.
You got a lot going on.
So we have Women Who Wine, Rum, and Whiskey, March 13th and 14th with Robin McBride from the McBride Sisters. She's headlining. But we got so many great women from Detroit that will be partaking on that panel as well. And that's going to be a phenomenal thing. So it's like every month we have something. We're having things pretty much weekly, but every month we have a highlight within that month, because we're also doing we're doing short films at the Love Building, which was a partner, they partnered with us last year to screen some great films over there. So we'll be doing short films through January through March over there every other Friday.
I love
It's
this.
free to the public. Of course we having wine and
Listen
and products over there, of course, right?
It's very grown experiences that you are, catering for the people.
Yeah, so it was our 20th anniversary, so we're gonna do 20 events next year, and that's just the beginning of the year that I shared with you. And then we go into our Trinity International Film Festival, the 20th anniversary, which most likely it should be at the Fisher Theater.
Okay.
It should be. I think we're doing the opening night at the Fisher Theater over there. They came to us this year, and we had a discussion, and we were talking about partnerships. They want to be more involved in, because they've been in Detroit forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they do a lot of stuff over there that's not related to film, but they've updated their space over there, and they have a beautiful theater, 3,500 seats over there. So
Yeah.
it's some things that we're doing with we're building relationships, I should say. To make it plain and simple, we're building some great relationships so we can continue to give what we've been doing with the Detroit Black Film Festival, Taste of Black Spirits, Trinity International Film Festival. So just making sure that people are getting the best in the best of Detroit, right?
Mm-hmm.
From Detroit, and the best quality work that we can provide overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, with all of this being done,
And that's only the first 6 months.
first 6 months, oh my, that's a lot.
Yeah, it don't stop.
Y'all
though.
working.
Yeah, it don't stop.
So, what can the people do to support? Because, I know you guys usually ask for volunteers for certain things. So, what do you need from the community?
I think it's important that, awareness is key for a lot of things, because you can be the best basketball player in the world, but if nobody sees you, nobody knows, right?
Yeah.
Our challenge is always been getting people to show up, right? To experience what we've experienced, right? What we have for you. Support is easily just telling somebody to tell somebody, right? That's where it starts. And then secondly is just the simplest thing that we do is share, right? Share something, because I think we have something for everybody, film-wise, entertainment-wise. I think it's important that I even mentioned that last year, the Michigan Chronicle, Real Times Media, they put us in 4 markets. Like, they put ads out for us. They not just on social media or on digital, but in the paper in Atlanta, Pittsburgh, and Chicago, and Detroit. Right? That's a big deal. That's Real Times Media is 50-something years old, right? And Black owned, right?
Yeah.
So those are the kind of things that we tapped into 2025. Same thing with First Independence Black-owned bank, 53 years old.
Yeah.
Right, so they became a partner of ours, and we're going to expand that relationship in 2026 into some events that's related to film. Mm-hmm. It's called From the Director's Chair. Right, so we're looking at bringing in, through that partnership, bringing in directors like I'm not going to say any names, just some great directors.
Okay,
and all these things are important and intentional to fuel the filmmakers, the actors, the directors, and the producers here in Detroit. Right, that's the purpose behind what we do in our workshops and our master classes, so we can fine tune this thing that we're doing. Like Detroit is killing it.
Yeah.
Right? In the film space, but it's always room to improve.
Absolutely.
It's always room to improve. Like, when you think about some of the greatest, I go back to Jordan. Jordan never missed a day of practice. I'll go to Denzel. Denzel's taking classes up till he was 50 plus years old.
Okay.
Right? He's, as far as we know, he's top flight.
Top tier. Yeah.
But you still have to sharpen that knife, right? You keep pulling that knife out the drawer and cutting that steak. At some point, it's gonna get dull.
You
got to go sharpen it. So I think, and that's the purpose behind those things that we bring, that those workshops and those masterclass that we bring here. We're very intentional about building our city and just supporting. We support heavy, right? So we just want to see you at your best, as opposed to just accepting, because you're great people. We're great here, but it's always room for improvement, and we use that for ourselves. Like, for myself, I'm always improving the events. Like, we're on 16 Taste of Black Spirits in 5 years. 16, 4 states. That's Detroit, Brooklyn, Miami, and Houston, and we did Atlanta. We pulled up in Atlanta in October, and just dropped a jewel in Atlanta. Like, and on the way to Atlanta, shout out to my content creator little sister. She just, like, it looked like we had a party in every state on the way to Atlanta. People were like calling us from state, like, yo, wait, when was y'all in Tennessee? Hey, what was it at? Right? Like, no, we stopping through. But all those things, right, help us become visible. So the whole point is, if you see us, share us. If you enjoy us, or have you ever been to one of our events and festivals, share that with somebody. I think Detroit in the next 5 years, we're already that place to be. We're already the place to be.
Yes.
But I think we can dominate so many different industries in the next 5 years, especially the film and spirit and beverage industry. We can dominate that place, you know, and just about being intentional. And I like to call it is being and using what I like to call collective behavior. Right? We have to do this together, regardless.
Have to
no matter
do it
what you
together.
think. You know, I have no problem. I tell my whole squad, everything is on the table. Pick up what you can use. Simple as that.
I like it.
You're not going to be able to use everything. That's okay. But there's something on the table for you. I made sure of it. You know what I'm saying? I made sure of it. So,
Oh, that's dope.
yeah.
Gems. That's what you stay giving. Okay, I love it.
Thank you.
So I hear you loud and clear. I will definitely continue to spread the word
I appreciate
because
it.
I left there on the phone like, friend, I can't make the other few days, but if you got some time, you need to pull up. And she's like, oh my God, why didn't you tell me sooner? It was a thing, but I won't miss it. I won't miss it again.
It's one of those things where Marshelle, now I'll tell you where it came from real quick. She was on a trip in Texas. She came home. It was like 3 o'clock. When she came home, she woke up at 3 in the morning. It's like, hey. And she was woke, but not. She does this thing. Right? Like, she wakes up and have a whole conversation with me and don't wait for me to respond. It's that thing, right? She have a whole conversation, almost like instructions.
That's funny.
She's like, I want to start a Detroit Black Film Festival. I need this. I need to look like this. I need this. And she went back to sleep. And this is no joke. This is all true. This is true story. And by the time she woke up, I had already LLC'd it, already got everything for it. And she was looking for a specific type of artwork. So I saw this artist, like prior to that, just coincidentally. Saw him not thinking of it, but saw it. I'm like, oh, that might be. Let me show it to her. And she's like, yeah, that's it. So, and we launched the Detroit Black Film Festival in 2020 online. And it took me 18 hours to figure out how to do an online platform, 18 hours. And from there, it's just been, for us, it's very important on how we tell stories. Mm-hmm. I'm not fond of people who try to tell our stories for us.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just not the same. And it's almost like, it's this jewel Marshelle dropped on me 2 days ago. She went to college and they were trying to ban the stove for the hot comb. You know the stove? Mm-hmm. And they had this big old thing about it with a committee. So the students couldn't speak, but the committee could translate, right? But the students could ask the question. Marshelle said something to the effect of, well, what do we need a stove in order to take care of our kitchen, right? Mm-hmm. Now, on that committee, it's only one black person, and it happens to be a woman.
Okay.
The first person, like, well, I don't understand.
Of course you
So
don't.
she repeated it. The second person said, you're not supposed to have appliances in your dorm anyway. So the black lady says, that's not what she's talking about at all. The stove is a thing that holds a hot comb.
Right.
And a hot comb is what we use. And she
For
grabbed her head for the
Kitchen. Okay.
So now, because they were trying to ban it, the stove. So now, the way she shifted and pitched that, it was just genius, first of all. The way Marshelle just like said it, so, because she knew how these folks were going to respond. She said she just was banking on the black lady to know and understand. And of course she did. And now that conversation is different because now you see that you have no idea about this culture. Mm-hmm. So because you have no idea about this culture, how can you ban something that you don't even understand?
Yeah.
Right? Because you're thinking kitchen and stove.
And
we're talking kitchen and stove.
mm-hmm.
and hot comb.
And we get it and you don't.
And we get it and you don't.
Yeah.
Right. So it's those kind of things that I think about, like what we have to do collectively for ourselves, not just in the city, but just overall, how we present ourselves. Like, it's just important to me and to us. And that's why we are very, we're sticklers about what this should look like for us.
Yeah.
And what we want our people to take from it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You know what? There's been a theme in the last few interviews that I've been doing, and it is excellence. It's consistently coming up. It's this battle against mediocrity and this push for us to continue our strive for excellence. And that's been coming up more and more.
We come from that.
We do.
We come from that. I remember watching my grandfather. He owned one whole side of Gratiot between Shane and Mount Elliott.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And, Cadillac suits every day. And like, what does he do? I'm 8 years old. Like, we walking down Gratiot summertime and just watching.
That's Louisiana gumbo area.
Watching how people respond to him and how he respond to people. I don't care if you were homeless, drug addict, business person, mailman, male woman, male person. He responded to everybody with the same excellence and the same respect.
Yeah.
Every time. I've never seen my grandfather what people call out of pocket. He was just so bad. Now, it may have been a time, but I've never seen it.
Listen.
He wasn't nothing to mess with.
Something about these granddaddies,
Yeah,
man.
listen. He just had this way. And I remember having this discrepancy about going into business with my mother and my father. And I talked to my granddad, I want to be this. They want me to do this. And he was like, well, you can do what you want to do, but it's how you deliver it. He said, well, how are you talking to him? Because your mama take your head off, right?
Okay.
So he gave me game. He's like, just hold on. Just you have to know how to respond to they're just trying to protect you. Our parents, like you, we're parents. We're just trying to protect our kids. We want them to be the best version of themselves right now. That ain't gonna happen. This is not gonna happen. They're gonna be the version they want to be because there's so many things fueling that version that's the beginning of them, right? Mm-hmm. At that time, I've always been an older thinking person, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. My mother used to call me old man, right? When I made a decision, I knew what I wanted. Like, it was not I wasn't assuming, right? I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to, whatever the title is, what do you call that? What do you do? I just want to know what it is so I can absorb the title. And I think just that alone, then my mother, she same person trying to make me go work for somebody got her own store for 20 years. Like, what? You want me to go do?
Like,
wait a minute. I didn't even think about that. Like, I didn't even bring that up to her. I could have won with that. But eventually, in high school in 16, 17, they saw who I've been the whole time, right? They saw it and they're like, oh, he is pretty fair for a square. You know what I mean? Like, you know that line.
Man,
fair
do I know?
square.
I know that one. Well.
He does have an idea of what he want to do, and it's just about fueling it. So the difference between my parents and the parent I am, I fueled my daughters earlier. I fueled it as soon as I saw it, 3, 4, 5 years old. So this is the kind of thinking we come from. Include Marshelle. Her family is just, oh my God, like. I hear these stories about, as Aunt Mary would say, like, it's always that, and it's always something cold, right? It's always something cold following that. But just when we look at our behaviors with each other, it's like we have different thoughts, but we understand, like, okay, that might work in 3 hours or down the line or next week or next month. We never throw it away. We always categorize. We always put it, okay, remember that thing you said last month? I think that'll work right here, and we'll be fully in agreement right then, right? We may be, because we're bouncing things. Like, even with when she mentioned the festival, I didn't even question it. I just got to work.
I was like,
oh, that's what we doing, okay. Then I'm like, oh, it's COVID, it came that March. Then I'm like, let's see what's happening online. So I started, researching, and I found this one. I'm like, oh wait, we can do it. It just took forever because I don't know what it is. But once I got it up and running, year 2 we got online and offline. First year we had 4,000 people online. The first year.
Wow.
And that's the first year. We had first year 28 movies. So it's just those things. We don't we always say we don't live in camp world, right? We fuel while flying. That's one of our other things that we talk about. Like, oh, how you gonna get there? Well, fuel. Well, we got to come down. Nah, we just carry the fuel with us. Don't worry about it.
We'll
take the fuel. Thank you. It's gonna be heavy. No, it's not. Just give it here. You know what I mean? So it's your thinking. I think our thinking complements each other to a point to where it's unconscious now, right? Mm-hmm. We were learning each other and how we work, because I'll tell you this, and I hope she sees this, right?
She gonna see this.
I know she is, right? Yeah. So when I came in on her 10th anniversary, and we're talking 2016, she was like, had this whole list. Like, she was really rocking the show by herself, like doing it. I'm like, what do you need? And she's like, so it took her like probably 2 weeks to be like, well, here go the list. Finally, right? All right, I come back. Okay, what else you got? She's like, well, yeah, I'm done. Like, because I'm a problem solver by nature. Like, that's, I take on something, it's getting done, right? Of course, she don't know that. I'm not trying to show her on like look at me, and I'm just like, you don't have to do this by yourself. I'm enjoying what this is. I'm into it. Like, I'm in the film. I'm the guy that sitting around my brothers and sisters. I've got questions about what's happening in the scene. They like, shut up. We don't care about that. And that was happening to her, right?
And you're like, I do.
I'm like, well, you didn't see that. I didn't know what it was called. I said, but how was he in front of him and now he's in back of him? No, that's not. It's in the same. So they didn't want to hear that. And that's what she was going through. And I remember, so before the festival, she had shot a film for the ABFF. It was a short film. And I said, well, what you need for it? She needed a bike. I got the bike. It was a McDonald's thing and something, and got this other stuff. And she got it done. When I say, Marshell's a very nice person.
She is.
When she got that director's hat on, though, she is nothing to play with.
I love it, though.
I'm talking about, she had the down to when the sun was going down, where the sun was going to be at when it went down. Like, she was very, very, she knew exactly what she wanted, and we had no time to play. We had no minutes to waste. I remember I was talking to the actor, and she just walked past and was like, and she said, what did she say? She said, we have to go. And I just stopped talking to him, packed up everything, put it in my car, and drove it over to the next site.
There it is.
I was there before everybody. I'm like, yeah, she don't play no games. So with that short film, they showed it at the ABFF. It was 3 films that they showed. One was hers, 1,500 people. It was just one of those moments that I was happy to be a part of, because it was our first thing together. We weren't even dating at that time. We were just hanging out. Like,
really?
Not at all. Not dating at all. We were just hanging out.
I'm gonna cover you right now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we talking about. This been my way.
We hadn't even had the conversation about that. We had a common interest, and it was cool. And it was just like, and there was nothing there that we at least we didn't see it immediately until, she asked me on a date, but she won't say that. She won't say that.
See, I need her to be here so she can be
won't
like,
say
excuse
that.
me.
But what I learned again is all of these things are tales, ironically tales, and learning tales for me, because I realized that when she asked me to go to a dinner with her for her day job, and I was like, okay, cool. What I need to wear? She was like, well, what you mean? She's like, where would you wear? I'm like, I just asking because I don't know if is this a date thing or what. Like, what am I wearing?
Oh, this is so
and she goes,
cute.
She hung up on me. She was like, she's like, you're making this weird. I'm like, huh? So what I realized, this is a true story. What I realized is that when I got there, she was late. It was at the Renaissance, but it was a huge dinner. There's about 3,000 plus people at this dinner. And she was looking for me, right? She's like, where are you at? She called me. I'm like, well, I see you. She's like, you don't see me. I said, I absolutely see you. I saw her within 3,000 people. And I just walked up to her. And for me, I'm like, well, how did that happen? In my conscious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not thinking about it, but that was the day that our relationship turned. Right?
Absolutely.
That was the day. It was that day. We found this little corner and we just had different conversations. Now, the funny part about this conversation,
this is just too cute.
I'm cute.
I love it so
The
much.
funny part about this conversation is that our first little in that moment, because we were both Power fans, the show, and we was always talking about it, and we were talking about who did what first, and I'm like, Tasha. She's like, nah, Ghost did that. I'm like, nah. I say, Tasha had on the purple dress, the blue dress in the truck with the nephew driving, and she was in the back. I said, that happened before he even saw Angela.
Did it?
Yes. And she was like, and she looked like, nah, because we real competitive. I'm like, listen.
I gotta watch that back.
Listen,
now
that you sound like
because-
listen, I said,
Really?
Listen, it's certain things that like I can total recall some things like, that's what happened. Because
okay.
I knew it would happen because I was pissed about it. I'm like, why would you do that with the boy nephew? I was upset about it, so I knew it happened first. She goes and watches it and she texts me, like, okay, you was right. I wasn't trying to be right. We just
trying to be
I wasn't
right.
though. No, because we loved the show and when we got to that part, because we didn't like what we didn't like about it is that I wanted it to be Ghost and Tosh. I wanted them to win. I wanted them to be the
did too.
power. I didn't want them. We didn't want that to happen. They married. They got kids. They living. I wanted her to stay super smart. I wanted her to be super gangster. We wanted those things for their relationship.
I did too.
So we was fighting for that. I never liked any outside people. You understand what I'm saying? We were pissed about everybody from the outside.
Girl, go away.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I wanted Angela
right.
gone.
Time to get her. You know what I'm saying? That's how we
I
was.
wanted her gone.
But that was our first. That was our turn, and that was our turn of conversation. And I think following that is where we realized some things. And ironically, I had initially met her probably 28 years ago when I started my T-shirt company. So it was she was running the Concert Colors then.
Okay, so look, let's go through.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
my
listen,
bad.
I'm looking at the time.
I know I shifted us off.
So
I didn't mean
because
to.
now I want to know the things, okay? Because it's
I'll hit
not
them quick if
often
you
that
want
I
to.
get, the married couples, that I get to talk to and about and all of that. So I need a timeline because you said you guys met 28 years ago.
Mm-hmm. She did not. It was no conversation. I was excited. I had just started my T-shirt business, and she was running, so she was taking the money from me. Mm-hmm. And she had this blue suit on, tight ponytail. I mean, she was nothing to mess with. And I'm like, dang, she's just like hardcore. Yes.
Okay, I love it.
She was hardcore. But and she remembered, and I think so I did the Concert of Colors like 3 years in a row. Mm-hmm. And I gave her a T-shirt probably the third year, and she still had it. But again, unintentional, not really knowing that this was gonna come back around. We had no idea that this was going to be what it was.
So then 28 years, and we fast forward to
2016.
2016. And then y'all circle back like,
and we
hey,
would
girl.
we would just
boy.
something like that.
So did you see last night's episode of Power? Yeah,
we used to hang out every Friday. We used to hang out Friday because I had an office downtown. She had an office downtown. And we just hung out like with no intentions, just because we had those things in common. Mm-hmm. I remember the first, and she's very, like I say, she's very competitive. I don't eat meat. And she carnivore, and she was like, I can stop eating meat for 30 days. I'm like, well, bet then, let's go. And she did. And she killed it too. It was like unconscious for her. She's like, oh, you challenging me? Okay. So.
Listen. And now here we are, 2026 at this point, and y'all doing the thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm super proud of her. Like, she writing right now. I mean, she got these things happening. It's a lot. It's a beautiful thing to be able to do the thing with the person you with, right? You know, even when we were in 2025, we were both what was it, Detroit's Who's Who, right? So very few husband and wife in that space. Yeah, you know, so that was something we looked at like, that's cool. You know, we always think things are cool.
Y'all
right?
out here pioneering for the
You know,
folks.
and we just
Giving people hope.
we just want people to see truth, like, and see ability in themselves. Like we always say, everybody has a great talent. Everybody. You just have to activate it. You have to focus on your talent, activate your talent. It's just a plus when you can do that with somebody or with a great group of people. And I'll go back. We have great people around us. Like we have great energy around us, like on purpose, to the point where it's unconscious now. Like it's not even something we can't draw nothing but that. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's those things. When I think about my partner in Taste of Black Spirits, Sadat, I think about Buddha and my little sister, all those folks, Larry, the Sauce Man, like all these folks that believe in us, that go to New York on a whim with us, that go to Atlanta, that jump into Houston, like, what we going? What we doing? Mike Jones, like all these guys, all these folks who see it and say, yeah, I'm gonna be a part of that. Let's go. Right. And it's you can't it's hard to find that, but when you find it, you nourish it. You take
Absolutely,
care of it.
hold on to it. And then it's also a testament to what it is that you represent to them.
Yeah.
Because everybody's not willing to do that for anybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You know,
That's true.
they're not going to do that for everybody.
That's right. That's
but
right.
they'll do it for you. They'll
That's
do it
right.
for Marshelle because that is what you all make people feel comfortable doing.
Yeah.
So they trust you.
Well, yeah, I like that. Thank you.
I trust y'all vision.
Thank you.
I do. I cannot wait for the film festivals. I will be there.
And we're back at the Charles H. Wright. We're back at the Charles H. Wright. We're back at the Marlene Bowl. We're back at the Love Building. We're back where we at Carson. So all those partners that we have, it's gonna be some great things. We're adding some music components, some fashion components.
Okay.
We got some John Lee Hooker. We doing a blues joint.
Listen.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Oh, and also we're also doing a Juneteenth event.
Oh, cool.
So we're on the board of On Our Own Wall Street, which is an organization that's been around celebrating their 10 years. So we doing that at the Co-op. If you have not been to the Co-op yet, it's a Black-ran grocery store on Woodward Avenue.
I've seen it. I haven't
People's
been.
Co-op has a beautiful event space at the top, and that's where we'll be Juneteenth, which happens to be, I think it's still it's actually on the Friday, I believe.
Okay.
But that's another one of
the
our
top
events.
of it. Okay.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I need to go by there beforehand. I always drive past, but I haven't been to it.
Yeah. So I think what we're doing, what we like to do is, because our relationship is our relationship, we use those tools and those things that we have in our relationship to work with the other folks and that we're building relationships and partnerships with. So,
man, listen. I'll be there. I'm gonna bring folks with me.
Well, you know, you gotta pass all day. You know that.
I'm bringing the people. I'm in my head. I'm just thinking of events I've got going on and how I can just make sure that the folks that's there, that they know that this is gonna be happening too.
And keep us involved and keep us informed about your event. We love to support our friends and folks that we do this with.
Well,
we do business with. Yeah, we always there.
Well, we're gonna be plugging the things. Okay. Well, listen, you have given us some gems. You have given us some dates that we need to be on the lookout for. We got stuff we got to put on our calendars. So 2026 is going to be jam-packed with things.
Yes, that's
so.
That's
thank you again for all of the things
thank you
that you and Marshelle are doing.
Thank you.
The city appreciates it.
Thank you.
And what I know is that there is going to be more and more publicity out there for you guys because y'all are doing.
Thank you. And that's the goal. This year the goal is higher visibility.
That visibility is coming because I'm going to contribute
I appreciate
as much as I can. Okay?
it.
Because I'm all for supporting the things that are top tier and quality.
Thank you.
So I'm going to be in the building.
Thank you.
And so before we head up out of here,
okay,
I need you to tell the people where they can find you and Marshelle.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a lot.
You got options,
So
people.
you got options. You definitely got options. So Detroit Black Film Festival, everywhere. Taste of Black Spirits everywhere. You click on our link tree, and our link tree provides you with so much information about past, present, and future that we're doing. A Trinity Films Entertainment Group page on Facebook. I think we're on Instagram too. But we're on not just Instagram and Facebook. We're also on Fanbase. If you have never heard of Fanbase, find out what Fanbase is. Become a part of that. Right now, I think we had 1.5 million folks who already joined Fanbase. It's Black owned by my man Isaac Hayes III. So we're on there also. We're going to be doing some very interesting things with our pages coming up. So we have some very, very interesting storytelling things that are going to happen. Also, fall 2026, Drinks on Us, our docuseries, will be premiering.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, document.
So we'll be doing our docuseries about Taste of Black Spirits with a slew of great folks. Jackie Summers on down to so many different. Jackie, Vanessa, Island John, all these guys right here. This is our new product. So all these things are happening next year, and they're going to happen frequently.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this. Well, everybody gonna have to be on the lookout. Now, before I let you head up out of here, this is a real quick question.
Okay.
Because I'm always talking about books and stuff too. Okay. Are you reading anything right now?
That's interesting. I was looking at so today I picked up Jeezy book. I said I'm gonna read this over the holiday.
Okay.
So I made a decision like I'm gonna read this over the holiday and see how it resonates with me. Right. So
all right.
Yeah.
Okay then. And I just got Allen Iverson's. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be reading about these black men.
That's right.
Well, listen, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been another episode of Cinema Chat with Tam Telling Tales and one half of the pioneering duo, the Favors.
Right.
Okay, the Favors. So make sure that you check them out on social media. And of course, make sure you check me out, Tam Telling Tales, on all social media platforms as well. We're about to head up out of this thing, but I need you to help me with the outro in order to do that. Okay? It's really easy.
Is that right?
You're not gonna feel no type of way, embarrassed or nothing. I
Okay.
promise.
Okay.
Not like my song, because you might have felt away that you never got a chance to hear or sing. But anywho, it's really easy, and I'm just gonna say I'm Tam. I'm telling tales, and then you're gonna look right to your camera and say, "Read a book."
Okay.
That's it.
Let's go.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I'm Tam. I'm telling tales.
Read a book.
Bam.
I got it.
Tam Telling Tales.
I got it.
Tam Telling
I
Tales.
got it.
Tam Telling Tales.
I got it. Tongue twister. Say it real fast one time.
Tam Telling Tales.